Hi, I'm Austin Ruiz for Duke Student Broadcasting, and I'm sitting here with stars of the hit college humor comedy web series, Jake and Amir. Jake and Amir! Hey, how's it going, guys?
I wish you weren't reading the hit comedy part. Like, I wish it was natural.
You didn't come up with that on your own.
No, I
Someone
did
made
not.
you
Did
say
not.
it.
These guys are
Watching
funny.
at home, he did it 5 different times. That was the first time he could say it without laughing.
Nah, we can.
No, we are good.
We do have to reshoot, unfortunately.
definitely.
It will have to be off the cuff, just for our brand.
So you guys are obviously here to record an episode for your podcast series, If I Were You.
That's
and
right.
We're very excited that you guys are here at Duke with us. So the podcast started 2 years ago, and it's been very successful since then. I was just wondering if you could kind of speak a little bit about how that started, because obviously it started after you started your videos on College Humor.
Well, the podcast started because
I zoned out during the question.
now you know what it's like to record with this guy.
That's
He is
enough.
in
That's enough.
now you know what it's like to live with him. We started the podcast sort of on the advice of one of our booking agents who was like, we have a lot of comedians who start podcasts just because it like helps build up their audience. Like suddenly our fans that knew us just from our videos got to know us a little bit more and were able to, I guess listen and take in more of our comedy. And with a podcast, it's like much more ourselves, natural.
Yeah, it's just kind of very easy and kind of just very, I guess, more accessible to a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
also easier to record and do. So like the videos, writing, shooting, editing, there's a ton of work. The podcasts, we can do it in an afternoon.
I guess it would take 8 hours to make a 3-minute web series, or like 2 hours to record and upload a 1-hour podcast.
Yeah, it seems like the
the
easier thing to do.
efficiency. I don't know why we ever made videos.
That's why we're quitting.
Yeah, why do people ever spend time on stuff that's hard?
Yeah.
They should always just do the easiest
The world should have no
thing.
doctors. is
Yeah.
So how did you guys kind of get to going around college campuses and like taking it there? Was it just like something you wanted to try, or again?
Well, we did it for a long time through College Humor, just doing like sketch comedy.
Yeah.
And then as we started the podcast, basically our booking agent, this is so boring because it's all our book, there's no like cool organic story. Our booking agent told us to start a podcast
Was just
because
like,
he could
"Hey,
get
you
us
should do
shows.
this." Yeah.
And then we started the podcast, then he was able to get us shows. But it's really great and we appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, I
We have
mean,
a lot of fun
it's
doing
nice
it.
because I guess you guys get to go around the country, see different college campuses.
Yeah,
get to
and we
hang
get to
out.
meet a lot more of our fans this way.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's really fun when we go to school like Duke, What I'm trying to say is
Smart,
like,
attractive people.
yeah, exactly.
Not like those losers at
Middlebury, Vermont.
who were supposed to dub in just any Bible.
They were cool. I'm sorry.
And so, obviously, you guys were really successful with the web series before, and so that started about 8 years ago, right?
right.
And so when you started that, did you guys ever kind of imagine it would take off and become as big as it did, or?
Yes.
Really?
I wanted it, and it happened.
Amir has delusions of grandeur. So he actually thought like the first couple episodes we did that were viewed by like 10, 20 people, he thought that was, he thought he was an A-list celebrity for that.
Yeah.
Just like made it.
Yeah, I knew I'd be at Duke performing a podcast, which borderline didn't exist when we started the web series.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you weren't even born yet.
For those of you who don't know, Austin is 7.
Yeah. I'm actually really young. But,
No, I mean, you don't ever expect it to snowball to such a great degree.
kind of
but
just
we're very
happens.
thankful,
Just something that you guys enjoyed and just wanted to
Yeah,
start.
we never stopped.
And so obviously you guys back in January made the big announcement that
My
it was
birthday.
gonna
Oh, what was the other announcement?
that it was
32
gonna,
and still alone, right, brother?
Not alone, play in the field.
so
I am alone. Though.
Yeah.
you guys made the announcement it was going to come to an end. Actually, I think next week is supposed to be the last episode, right?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess when did that happen? When you guys just finally decided that you guys were done, wanted to do something new? It was just got tired of it after a couple of years.
We got tired of it after like 3 years.
Yeah, so we've been running on fumes for 5.
for like the last 5 years.
I guess, I don't know what really, I mean, it was just, we like checked in with ourselves. It had been 8 years and we were like, we had the podcast and that was so much fun for us. It still felt fresh.
Right.
And the web series, we were really proud of it, but we kind of felt like, what's the next thing? We can't do the web series and the podcast, but maybe we can do the podcast and some other project, whatever it is.
Speaking of, so there have been rumors about a show on TBS going around. Even a social media campaign started called Greenlight Jake and Amir.
Yeah.
So I guess, can you guys tell me a little bit about that? Like, what do you think about that? maybe true. I don't know what you guys
well,
are
we
talking about
wrote a pilot, so we're waiting to hear back if TBS or anybody else wants to
Wanna
pay
pick
us
it
to
up.
make it. So far, TBS has the first rights for it.
Yeah.
But hopefully one day it'll be on TV, whether it's on TBS or what's the worst channel ever?
CBS.
God, can you imagine if we had a primetime network sitcom?
Oh, it would be so broad.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't pursue that, I guess what would be next on the horizon for you two? I mean, obviously you still have the podcast, and like
Right.
that would still be going. But what's like the
But
next?
you now know that it
big
takes us
thing.
2 hours a week, so we really have to do something. Really, we just want to keep on writing. So, like, in any shape or form. It might be another web series,
It might
TV.
even be poetry.
Yeah, we actually are, we kind of like to do slam poetry.
I think I'm a poet now, which makes sense because I'm broke.
Nice.
Broke just like the rest of the college students, honestly.
Even at Duke.
Oh,
Come
please, come on, it's Duke. All right.
It's a $4,000 jacket.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey. Okay, so lastly, we just want to wrap up with just a little bit of rapid fire questions. Just first thing comes to mind, I guess we can do Jake and
Absolutely.
then Amir. All
Boom,
right,
go.
So first question: puppies or kittens?
Puppies.
Oh, I have to answer the same one?
It's not
Yeah,
really
same
rapid
one.
fire for him then. He got
Yeah.
to think.
Okay, then we'll go different question.
Yeah.
Food kryptonite.
Puppies. Oh, sorry. What was the question?
Food
Kittens.
kryptonite.
Food kryptonite. Mushrooms.
Favorite word?
Boner.
We gotta cut on that.
It's not my favorite word, it's my favorite feeling.
Yeah, yes. Tickle me.
You're rock hard.
All right, Amir. When you were 5, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Ooh, a basketball player.
Oh, for Duke.
Pass. You know it was from University of Central Michigan.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Guilty pleasure song.
Briefs.
And lastly, first word that comes to mind when you think of Duke.
Boner.
Mike Krzyzewski.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. That was really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you. I think we're good. Yeah. I think you guys have to jet out.